Hi, I'm Jazz, and today I'm going to tell you about my life as a professional pilot. That's right, I am a professional pilot and I fly planes high in the sky, taking people all over the world. Sorry? Pilot. What? Oh! Hi, I'm Jazz. And today I'm going to tell you about my life as a professional pirate. This makes more sense now. Yes, I am in fact a professional pirate. So I do things like riding a bike. No. I do things like flying a kite. No. I do things like fighting other pirates for treasure. That's the right answer. Now, I don't know why I wanted to be a pirate, but it's been my dream since I was young. I did think about being a spy, but I was too shy, so pirate it is. One thing I know that pirates do all the time is slap their thigh. Oh, apparently they don't. Well, I would if I was a real pirate. I would also ride a bike. And in fact, one time I was on my bike and I did meet a pirate, and he told me a story about the time he made 5 of his crew walk the plank. The first one went out and he was very, very afraid, but what the captain didn't know is that this pirate was very good friends with Tom Daly, the champion diver. And when it was his turn to jump off the end of the plank, he did a spectacular dive, high up in the air and splashed without a ripple. The other pirates were so impressed they forgot all about making the others walk the plank, gave him a round of applause. So there's a tip for you. If you're ever forced to walk the plank, make it a spectacular dive. Now, I don't suppose pirates ever get to be bridesmaids, but if they did, I think they should wear this outfit because, as you can see, I look super in my pirate get-up. Now, it's time for me to go. I've talked about being a pirate. Sorry about the mistake at the beginning. It's just that this morning my breakfast was a pie and I don't think it was cooked very well. In fact, I feel a bit dizzy because I ate it standing on a step ladder and I am so scared of heights. I better go and lie down. Have a good day. Aye, aye, Captain. Oh, sorry, no slapping of thighs. Hi, I'm Jazz, and today I'm going to tell you about one of my favourite phonemes, I. Now, I can be written using different graphemes, so I'm going to give you some tips and let you in on a few spelling secrets so that when you're writing, by listening for sounds and writing them down, you'll know which grapheme to use if you hear the phoneme I. The most popular way of writing I looks like this. And there's a letter in the middle there. That's because this and this, I and E, are vowel sounds. And usually they make short vowel sounds like I in pip and E in hen. But when they work together, there's no short vowel to be heard. Take a look at this word. Do you know what that says? P-I, pip. Now in that word, letter I is making a short vowel sound. I, and everyone's happy. But sometimes mischievous letter E comes along. And E is mischievous because when letter E sits at the end of the word, it should be P-I, P-E, pipe. But that's not what gas runs through and water under the ground. It actually runs through a pipe. There's a reason for that, and it's because this letter E is very mischievous and he sneaks up to the end of the word and really tries hard to create some mischief. Mischief comes out of the top of letter E, jumps over letter P, making the P sound, and lands on the short I. So I is sitting there minding her own business. I! When the mischievousness bonks her on the head. letter E, knowing he's about to get told off, stays very quiet and tries not to make a sound. So you don't hear E at the end of the word. In fact, you hear the I, because letter E is very mischievous and has an effect on the short I. Changes it from short I to long ah. You get the idea. That's what's happening there. The second way of writing I is igh. Looks like this. Words that use igh, I-G-H, to make the I phoneme usually end in T. Well, the useful ones do, like fight and light and bright and might. Some words just have IGH on the end, but not very many. Nigh, high, sigh. We don't use them very often. So if there's a T at the end of the word, it could be IGH. There's another way of writing the I sound, and I love this grapheme. Y. Now, you might have seen another story of me talking about the E sound and how grapheme Y can make an E sound at the end of words. But all of those words have got something in common. Baby, crazy, lady. I can't think of another one. No, crazy, lady, baby. They all have two syllables. And at the end of a word with two beats, letter Y can make an E sound. But in some words, letter Y does not make an E sound at the end, and they are smaller words, little teeny weeny words with one beat. Words like this. Shy. That's just got two sounds in it. Sh, I. Or try. Or cry. Or even buy. Two sound words. Small words, one syllable words. If there's an I sound at the end, use letter Y to make it. But if it's a longer word, letter Y won't make an I sound. It will say E. Now they're the most popular three ways of writing those sounds, so they're the ones that I think you should try and remember the most. There are two other ways I could mention, possibly three. Here's another one. It's basically these two together. This isn't used in very many words. Tie, pie, die, lie. It's not that common. In fact, it tends to work like this. Letter I on its own can make an I sound in multi-syllable words, like in the word terrified. But in those words, it's actually because we've stopped using the Y and swapped it for an I before adding ED. And that, my friends, is another story. There's one more way of the I phoneme being represented, one more grapheme, and it is so rare I can only think of two words that it appears in. I mentioned one of the words right at the end of my video on my story of I. So check that out and you'll see me dressed as a pirate talking about that sound. I hope that's been useful. Remember, if you're not sure, it's probably going to be this one. If not, if it ends in T, this one is used in a certain few words: fright, light, bright, might, sight. This one, if it's at the end of a very short word: try, my, buy. And this one, in a few words, multi-syllable words. So good luck, my friends, with your writing, and remember, listen for those sounds, write them down, and think of which grapheme it might be. Bye-bye.